In this video I would like to present you my 4 favorite cleaning steps if I want to clean a very dirty Swiss Army knife without removing the scales. The first step is to clean the knife in a warm, soapy water with a brush. The second step is to clean the knife with a soft solvent. The third step is to clean the knife in an ultrasonic cleaner. And the last step is to clean the knife with polish paste if you have very stubborn stains, or if you have scratches, or if the scale is not shiny anymore. Now I would say let's test which method works the best in which situation. Stay tuned if this sounds interesting for you. Hello YouTube! Welcome to another Swiss Army knife tip and trick video. Today's topic is how to clean a dirty Swiss Army knife. This video will give you an answer on the question how to clean a Swiss Army knife. But for the rest of the maintaining process, that means how to lubricate the folding mechanism of a Swiss Army knife or how to sharpen the different tools of a Swiss Army knife, I will show you in different videos. But now to the question, what are the most common reasons for a dirty or sticky Swiss Army knife? I carry my Swiss Army knives mostly in the front pocket of my trousers, and in the pocket you will have a lot of dust and lint, and this lint and dust can collect under the scale, in the knife body, between the layers, in the folding mechanism. So if you open all tools, you will see that in the knife body you will have dirt and dust. During my activities like hiking, camping, bushcrafting, the knife comes in contact with soil, with sand, with plant juice, with food, with resin. And resin is in my case the most reason for a sticky knife. I like to cook outdoors, and if I prepare the food, so if I cut for example fruits, these sugary saps or other sticky liquids runs back to the folding mechanism, dry there, and then it can happen that it's super hard to open and close the tools. And also movable parts on the tools themselves, for example on the scissors or on the pliers, can become sticky and annoying to use. I must confess that I don't clean my knives often, but after the cleaning process I usually think, oh yeah, it was worth the time. And it's a super good feeling if you can open and close the tool smooth again and if the knife looks clean. Before we dive into my 4 cleaning steps, I want to talk about 2 methods I don't recommend. The first method I would never use is cleaning the knife in the dishwasher. Regarding the topic cleaning your Swiss Army knife in the dishwasher, yes or no, I made 2 tests. One test I made 2 years ago, the second test I made yesterday. So 2 years ago, I put this Swiss Army knife in the dishwasher in the heaviest mode. This program runs on 80 degrees 1.5 hours, and you can see massive deformations on the scales. The surface of the scales are still shiny, but I would say they become a little bit dull. And yesterday I put this brand new Swiss Army knife in the dishwasher in the eco mode. This is I guess 4 hours on 50 degrees, and it's still shiny, so I can't recognize that it's more dull than before. And I can see a little deformation of the scale. So I hope you can see that. And that's why I would never recommend to clean your Swiss Army knives in the dishwasher. And on top, the tools are screaming, please give me a little bit oil. It's so dry. Unbelievable how dry this is now. Please give me a little bit oil. Can you hear that? And the second method I wouldn't recommend is to clean your Swiss Army knives with a steam cleaner. So, because the steam who comes out of the jet nozzle has more than 100 degrees, and this will deform your handles for sure. Actually, I like the way how a steam cleaner works, because you don't need any toxic substances. You don't need solvents to clean the knife. And with the high temperature, you kill all bacteria and viruses, and this is fantastic. And the pressure of the steam flushes out all the dirt. But you have to remove the scales of the Swiss Army knife because the steam is too hot for the scales. Now I want to give you a short overview over the 4 different cleaning steps I want to make with these knives. And at the end we can compare the results on the different knives, and like this we can find out which steps you have to go to achieve your desired result. Cleaning step number 1 I make with the knife number 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is with soap water and a toothbrush. Cleaning step number 2 I make on knife number 2, 3 and 4, and I make this with WD-40, a soft solvent. Cleaning step number 3 I make on knife number 3 and 4 with my ultrasonic cleaner. And the last cleaning step I make with knife number 4, and I make this with metal polish. To test the following cleaning methods I prepared 4 identical knives. These are all used Victorinox camper knives. 2 days ago I additionally soiled these knives with resin, soil, sand and sugar water. After that I put them on the radiator that everything is dried and glued together. And as you can see, it's super hard to open these tools. And of course, this level of dirtiness is much more than after normal use, but this should help that you can better see the cleaning progress after every step. And I scratched the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 in the knives so that we can always identify the knives. In the first step, I let the knife soak for 10 minutes in warm water with a few drops of liquid soap. Don't make the water too hot, just like this, that it's still comfortable for your hand. I sanded an old toothbrush a little thinner so that I can put the brush head into the knife body and the bristles can clean the springs. After that, dry the knife with a rag. After the first wash with soapy water and the brush, I was able to wash up things like sand, soil and other dirt. But the warm water was not able to dissolve the resin from the scales and from the tools. But a very positive aspect of this cleaning step was that the warm water was able to dissolve the dried fructose and sugar, which made it heavy to open and close the tools. Now I can move the tools easy again. On the next step, I would like to try to remove the sticky resin from the tools and from the scales. For that, I need a soft solvent. I like to use WD-40 for that. WD-40 is, in my experience, a very good solvent for stubborn dirt and resin. It's not too strong that to destroy the scales, but it dissolves resin extremely well. WD-40 can theoretically remove the plasticizer from the scales. So I soaked these 2 different handle materials over months with WD-40, and I didn't notice any negative effects. What I did was for sure not scientific, But personally, I'm not afraid that WD-40 will negatively affect my Swiss Army knife scales. What I suggest is to simply clean the scales with a rag after using WD-40. So now I spray WD-40 on the knives number 2, 3 and 4. I let it sink for a few minutes now. So now, after 5 minutes, I clean the Swiss Army knives with a rag. So, after the step with the WD-40, knife number 2 is quite clean. I would say 99% of the resin is away, and also the dirt. So for a bushcraft knife this would be more than enough. But as you can see here in these deep slots and also in the knife body, still a little bit dirt. So if you want to achieve the next level of cleanliness, you have to go a step further. For that, I put away knife number 2, and with knife number 3 and knife number 4, I go to the ultrasonic cleaner. And now I let the knives clean for 5 minutes. Then I rinse them with water and dry them with the compressor. So look at this. The level of cleanness we achieved in this case is amazing. But this works, in my experience, just with a good pre-wash. Maybe I underestimated the ability of this device. From now on, I will use it more often. If you have good tips how to use an ultrasonic cleaner, please let me know in the comment section below. And we go over to the last cleaning step on knife number 4. The only thing that annoys me a little bit on this super clean knife is the lack of shine on the scales. That's why I will try to bring back the shine of the scale by polishing by hand with a rag and polish paste. In my experience, that works also with metal polish paste. So you don't have necessarily to buy special plastic polish. And by the way, this metal polish I use to polish the scale is also the polish for my leather straps. So this is the scale before I polished it. And this is the scale after polishing it maybe 1 minute. This is a big difference. And now I try to polish the blade. I have some fine scratches here on this part. Can you see that? So hold the blade on the table. This is the most secure way that you don't hurt yourself during the polish work. Yeah, you can see the scratches still a little bit here, but it's almost perfect. So now I try to show you the results after the different cleaning steps. This was how the knife looks like before I started with cleaning. This is the result after the first cleaning step with a toothbrush and soapy water. This is the result after the second cleaning step with a WD-40. This is the result after the third cleaning step with the ultrasonic cleaner. And this is the result after the fourth and last cleaning step with the metal polish. Wow, what a difference from before the first cleaning step to now. But of course, it's up to you how much effort you want to invest for cleaning a knife. So my friends, in the description box below you will find 3 links of all the videos around the topic knife cleaning. In the first link I'll show you how you can remove the scales from a Swiss Army knife without destroying the hole for the rivet head. In the second link I'll show you how you can remove scratches from the scales, from the handles, from the Swiss Army knife with a special plastic polish. And on the last link, I'll show you how you can remove scratches from the blade. So I hope this video gave you some ideas how you can clean your Swiss Army knife. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you in 1 or 2 weeks. Ciao.